Short answer, no. Long answer, yes. Technically. Let me establish the rules real quick before we begin. The rules are simple. Beat the game without using any hats besides the default hat, which you can't take off and it doesn't do anything that affects gameplay at all anyway. And to beat the game, we need 25 timepieces to unlock the finale and fight the final boss. Simple. And so let's begin. And so we begin, we wake up and get tossed into the Mafia Town where we beat this guy and get the umbrella. Afterwards, we return to the spaceship and unlock the Mafia Town. And then we go to scare this guy by pretending we're from outer space. And so afterwards we go to Barrel Battle, or by the way, somewhere around here, there's actually a blind spot where he can't hit you with his barrels. And so we win the barrel battle, skip the cutscene, and go to Down with the Mafia where I actually discovered a somewhat useful notebook glitch. And so we fight and beat the Mafia boss, but we're not done with Mafia Town yet, because there are a couple more timepieces to collect. And so we go and collect them, including the 2 time rifts, after beating which, we unlock 2 slightly different flares for our default hat. And the final level, Cheating the Race, we can't beat, because to beat it we need the time slowing hat, and even though I've seen some people beat it without it, they still use the sprint hat, so I'm pretty sure it's impossible without hats. And so we're done with Mafia Town, and so next we go to Subcon Forest, because there's an item there we really need. And so we go, get captured, and are forced to sign some contracts, by which we're obligated to kindly burn the trapped souls of these guys, and to clean up the Subcon well, where we find the item I was just delivering to like 15 seconds ago. I know, god of foreshadowing. Which is the hook, with which we escape the well and get a well-deserved timepiece. And so we go to the next level, which is Queen Vanessas Manor. Or by the way, you don't even need to beat the actual level, because there's a secret passage right here which gets you straight to the end. We beat a couple more levels, a couple more time rifts, unlock remix, and even a new coat of paint. But we arrive at a problem at the level mail delivery service. I was confused at first when I saw that you're missing a key item warning, until I realized that to beat this level, you need to use the special badge, which only works with the sprint hat, and we're not using hats, so this is another impossible level. And so we're done with Subcon Forest. So that means we're going to Dead Bird Studio, or by the way, in the first level, I discovered this glitch where the cutscene doesn't trigger and you can just interact with this thing. There's no collision too. Anyway, we go right through the studio, talk to Grooves, talk to Conductor, get the timepiece, and now have to act in some movies. We beat Picture Perfect and Murder on the Owl Express no problem, the Big Parade and the Train Rush are tougher but not by a lot, and we beat the 2 time rifts also no problem, and unlock another flare and another coat of paint. Conductor wings the Battle of the Birds, we go fight him, win, and we're done with Dead Bird Studio. And we got 23 timepieces, only 2 left. For the last 2 I decided to beat the Windmill and the Lava Cake of Alpine Skyline, and thus we have all the 25 timepieces necessary. So it's time for the final boss. Should be easy, I mean everything here was a walk in the park until now, so should be easy, oh no. So I completely forgot this, but to access the finale, you have to go through this gate. And to do so, you need to use every hat available to you up until this point. So it's impossible, right? Well, actually, no. It is possible. How, you may ask? Well, here I have to introduce someone. Brengle. He's another fellow YouTuber who did this challenge too about a year ago, and he actually managed to find a way. Because crossing this gate without hats wasn't always impossible. In earlier versions of the game, the gate wasn't that tall at all. On Steam you can actually switch to an earlier version, and so by jumping from this clock you can actually jump over the gate, but because I'm playing on Xbox I can't do this. So the rest of this video will be based on his video. So credit to him. I will link his video in the description so you can check it out for yourself, and hey, maybe check the rest of his channel out, I'm sure there's some good stuff there for you. Anyway, back to the video. After we've successfully jumped over the gate, We go on and there are only two things standing between us and the finish line. This wall and the mustache girl herself. First things first, the wall is huge. You can't just simply jump over it or go around it. But there's actually a trick to do it, and it's insane. I watched parts of Bringle's video and I'm still not sure what it is, but from what I understand you have to put the hat kid in a really specific position out of bounds and then just sort of slide. That's what it looks like at least. I'm just as confused as you. And so, after you pulled this insane trick off, and hopefully didn't get soft locked, you are good to go and fight the mustache girl, and quite ironically for the final boss of the game, literally called a hatting time, the fight doesn't require any hats. So, in conclusion, you can indeed beat no hatting time. For the outro, I want to say, first of all, even though I came up with the idea by myself, I decided to check if anyone else had done this challenge before me, and if so, to give them a shout out, and surprisingly, I only found 2 videos. The first one was by Bringle, as I've already mentioned, and the second one was by someone by the name of Littest Gamer, who is another small YouTuber like myself. So from a small YouTuber to a small YouTuber, shout out to Littest Gamer, and also Bringle of course. The link to their respective videos will be in the description. And so, we're done. I hope you enjoyed this video, and for finally, if you have any kind of video suggestion, criticism, anything, feel free to share. Thanks, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.